I would tell myself it's never too late. So the timeline of, oh my God, if I don't do it now, like I would tell myself every time I have that thought, imagine writing it on a piece of paper and then balling it up and throwing it in the trash. Like just do a mental exercise. It's never, ever, ever too late.
All right, everyone. It is another episode of Kickback with Kindred. I am Kareema Bee, the senior producer for all things Kindred, and I'm so delighted and happy to have Ryan Michelle Bathe with us today.
Hi.
Congratulations on the Endgame,
Thank you.
is like amazing. If you haven't seen it, everyone, you should see it. Can you tell us more about it for those who haven't had a chance to view it yet?
You know, we open with this international woman of mystery. Is very sort of like cheeky, but very serious, deadly, but funny sort of woman who we have no idea why she's in this ball gown and why she's in prison. But it quickly becomes very clear that she has a very large plan and conspiracy afoot, that she is trying to take down people. We don't exactly know why. Once they're taken down, it becomes very clear, and every episode sort of revolves around which person she's going to take down next. So we open and we meet my character, who's an FBI agent, who seems to be the only person who has a full understanding of what this international woman of mystery is. Sort of like a where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, and I've got the Rosetta Stone for her, if you will. And so my character becomes pretty important in this plan, and I'm the only one she'll speak to while she's locked away. And yeah, and then it just becomes this game of like, I gotta chase things down before someone or something blows up. And then I come back to her at the end of pretty much every episode, and she goes,
"There's another twist or turn." I'm like, every time I think I know it, I'm like, okay, she arrested this person. Okay, so this must be it, right? And then it's like, no, there's more. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Yeah. Why was it important for you to do this show?
You know, that's a very, very, very good question. And I have asked myself that many times because, you know, I think I have to go back to the very beginning. At first, I was very excited about the idea of two women, one of them being a Black woman in New York City, in real time, in a real day and time, not, you know, some sort of fictionalized account of like, what if things had been different. I was really excited about the idea that this woman has had to deal with misogynoir, if you will, on many different levels at many different points of her career. And now how do we play that, or not play that, but how does someone bring that to life in a very real way that feels connected to an actual lived experience in real life, right? Like it was important for me to know that whoever played Bao was very much connected to these issues and to these experiences in real life, and could, by virtue of just showing up before you even open your mouth, those experiences and that lived reality and that culture, that community comes into the room with you. And I just thought that would be very powerful. So.
Oh, it's definitely powerful. What does it mean to you to be in a role like this? Like you're saying, like this strong female protagonist that has all these complexities going on with her, raising two young sons. Like, I think it's so cool that you're a mom and they get to see you like kicking butt every week. I don't know if they get to see the show, but eventually. But yeah, what does that mean to you?
At some point, yeah, they will see it. You know, every mom has the same issue, right? Like, do we stay home? Do we not? Do we work? Do we not? What it means to me is that my kids see me constantly sort of surfing through life's ups and downs and dealing with and grappling with very real issues. I don't want to leave them. They're very clear that I don't want to go. They're also very clear that I feel a need to work. I feel a need to show them, in addition to my husband, but showing them what it is to sort of like go for your dreams and go for things. I feel fulfilled when I work. but I don't ever want them to think that that's the only fulfillment. It's like this balance that I'm always trying to do. It's like a little bit of a game of a whack-a-mole and a little bit of surfing. It's like
Yeah,
both, like surfing while playing whack-a-mole is more like it. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And I feel like if I can show them that, then at least I'm giving them a real picture of what a real woman looks like, and what a real person, forget woman, forget mother, forget father, forget the titles, but what a real person it has to do. And there's going to come a point in their life where they're going to have to surf while playing whack-a-mole too. And maybe I will have given them some sort of a blueprint for how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. The balance between work and home, it's just nonstop. So that was a beautiful way to express that. For you as a mom, as someone, as a wife, as someone who's just working like really hard, why do you think it's important for you to not only work hard but also to play hard? Because you mentioned you'll go to your New Edition concert, right? You'll make time to do what you need to do, you know. So why do you think that's important?
Honestly, I think play is the only reason why we're on this planet sometimes. I mean, the play is what informs the work. Simple. If you don't have the play, especially for what I do for work, you have nothing to give. You have nothing to draw from. You have no happiness. You have no joy. You have no, bittersweet moments, like I'm telling you, like that New Edition concert was the best time I've had in a really long time. It was so fun. I mean, I honestly like to sit there and be like, ding, they got hit after hit after hit after hit.
Isn't it like so beautiful having like that memory, all the joy in your heart right now? Like it matters when you're having those times when you like, I just, the house got to be clean and I got to get this done. I got to do this audition. I got to make sure this is the food is good and da, 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 da. It's like you that's why it's important, Ryan.
Yes, this is why. Like this is and it helps you with the little things. The little things where it helps you learn how to find joy in the little things. And my grandmother used to always say, you have to laugh to keep from crying, right? And this is a woman who had a life to cry about, child. I mean, come on, right? We all, I'm sure, born in 1911, you do the math. I'm sure you can figure it out. And even if you couldn't, whatever story you made up would still be really close, right? Mm-hmm. And, I think when you have a life like that and you can still say laugh to keep from crying, like that is, I think, why it's important to play hard. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Because I think that sometimes in life, things can be so heavy that if we were to actually stop, it could just, and there's nothing wrong with stopping being present to your pain. Please do not mistake what I'm saying. I think it's very important to be present to your pain. But I think sometimes if you don't have those releases where there's so much joy, right, I think the pain can cave you. It can cave you in.
Yeah, no, that's real. I would say too, it's like, and if you're having a family, you don't want to pass that energy on either, right? Because your children take up so much of your energy. Your partner takes up so much of your energy. You have to reserve space for yourself, even if it means a New Edition concert. So
if it means New Edition concert.
Yes. Any advice for moms who may feel like overwhelmed or discouraged by the thought of like pursuing their dreams and trying to like raise their children and have a family? Because some people think it just comes easy to people in Hollywood, but that's not necessarily the case. And you were kind of hinting on that with by calling yourself a journeyman actress, I guess was the term that you said. Like, but do you have any insight on that?
Yeah, if I could go back and tell, I don't know if I have a blanket for everyone. I will just be very specific and say, if I could go back and tell myself, I would tell myself it's never too late. So the timeline of, oh my God, if I don't do it now, like I would tell myself every time I have that thought, imagine writing it on a piece of paper and then balling it up and throwing it in the trash. And dreams have this wonderful, wonderful way of coming true in this crazy way that's better than what you ever would have thought. That's and right. Just realize as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, it's never too late. It's never too late. Don't think you're going to be too old or too dried up or too whatever if I had known what was coming down the pike, I would have given myself so much more grace, right? I would have taken that ticking time clock like a bomb, thinking that it's over, it's over. I would have literally done a mental practice to make sure that I didn't believe that. So I just want to, I think what I would share with any mother is that like, there might be, and somebody did tell me this, and I was like, I just rolled my eyes. Inwardly, I rolled my eyes like, but I'm going to say it, and I'm going to ask the audience or whoever's listening to listen with an open heart.
all the things.
Right? All the things. There is a season and a time for everything.
Absolutely.
What you're going through is not forever. This is a phase. This is a season in your life. Enjoy it, because there's going to be another season.
Right.
So just give yourself grace through all the seasons.
Is there anything else coming up that you want to share that we should know about?
Well, I'm going back on All Rise. And, speaking of women who are incredible and powerful and sisterhood, like, I love that is a show that has decided to show that behind every strong Black woman is a strong Black woman. Right? It's her sister that's hyping her up. That's like, girl.
It's the village. It's our mom friends. It's our aunties.
It's them people.
It's the friends who know how to plan to go to Bora Bora. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Shout out to your friend.
Yes. So I love that the show knows that. And I love that it allows Lola to have her wonderful and crazy friend, Rachel. And I get to play Rachel, and I'm very blessed. So I know that's coming up. And I'm going to focus on my production company down on Maple. And it's this wonderful space where I get to just dream. I get to dream of all these wonderful projects and pitch them. A figure skater in Bora Bora, exactly. This figure skater in Bora Bora. So I do that. And so, stay tuned.